guidelines on how. Now, the states have their own laws as far as can you carry. And the reason for that is, as far as the background check, as I understand it's uniform, because if you can't get a gun in Tennessee, but Arkansas is much more lenient. You just drive over to Arkansas, and we have like 7 bordering states, make it real easy. But I don't know what you do. What do you do with this? What do you do about this? I mean, doing nothing is not working. We know that.
Well, you can't do nothing, but you can't. At the same time, I say you can't go so extreme. You can't run from one extreme to the complete other extreme. There's got to be a solution.
I agree with you, but there's a lot of room there, and we've done nothing.
But isn't there a way for people? I mean, don't they call it the black market? I mean, can't you get a gun? Yeah. I mean, great. So, I mean, it's like kids. You're not 21, but you find a way to get some beers or cigarettes. I mean, you can find a way to get. People can find a way to get drugs. So, getting a firearm probably wouldn't be that difficult either.
Let's get a phone call real quick at the top of the hour. And the reason I asked about what it mattered to you, there's so many illegal guns out there too, and this is also in the back of these people that are running around here and saying, thoughts and prayers. All right, to the phone lines. You're next to us here live on the Dan Reeves Show. Area code 731 this afternoon. Go.
Hey, I'm going, Dan. Sorry about this morning. My phone ran out of minutes, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was. All right, I'll let it go. I've been pretty upset about it, but.
Yeah, well, anyway, I got a solution, man. Have you heard of Buckminster Fuller, the genius social engineer?
Julie's heard of him.
No?
Yes.
Casey and I, we watch a lot of Cinemax After Dark. We have no idea who that guy is.
Speak for yourself.
He wrote the World Peace Game, and it's like this: a simple sentence: make the world work for 100% of humanity in the shortest possible time through spontaneous cooperation, without ecological offense or the disadvantage of anyone.
Well, that's fundamentally impossible, right? And now I'm all for setting the bar high and trying, but what do you do with the sociopaths, the serial killers, the rapists? Just lock them.
Nature nurture, man.
Nurture?
Nature does, nurture will. That's basically it. I mean, I'm a what do you call it, sociologist, I guess you might say. Buckminster Fuller, there's not utopian fantasy, realizable projects that are taken seriously. So, I mean, you can look it up, the 2020perfectvision.org World Peace Game, yo.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM, 96.5 FM, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Gotham City.
A Halloween movie?
Oh boy, yeah. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. You'll be up next with us here live on the 731 Go.
Hello, Dan. I was able to get a sentence of rapid fire, man.
Yes, sir.
No pun intended. No pun intended. I just wanted to.
Yeah, Josh, what do you make of this? What do we do about this? I mean, nothing? Do we still lean on the Second Amendment and say, well, a well-regulated militia? Do you know what a well-regulated militia is? And I've got a gun. I've got a gun, and I am not in a well-regulated militia. It's just me. And I don't feel that regulated. I mean, as long as I don't go out and, I guess the regulation is, whatever gun you want to use, just don't shoot anyone. That's the regulation. That's not a lot of rules. And they're very easy to go by. But if you get a nation of people that are angry, I don't even think you have to be mentally disturbed anymore. People get so upset these days. If you don't have any hope, long as they don't go out and, I guess the regulation is regulation. That's not a lot of rules, and they're very easy to go by. But if you get a nation of people that are angry, I don't even think you have to be mentally disturbed anymore. People get so upset these days. You know, if you don't have any hope,
tails again, man. This is like what Trump would call fake news. I mean, we can't.
You are fake news.
The politicians will say we're gonna give our thoughts and prayers to the victim. And I texted. I don't know if you read that, but it says that how do we know that their thoughts and their prayers are not for our demise? You know, they're not praying for us to be controlled and dominated forever. Like.
Well, that's an excellent point. I think it's fair to say, hey, if you're going to do that, that's all you're going to do. We'd like for you to do it out loud just to make sure, because what you've been doing is not working. Just make sure that you are actually praying for this violence to stop. At least let's check that. These are the same people that say, we got to put prayer back in school, and I'll point out, you can pray all day, every day in school. People do it. Please. Help me pass this test, Lord. You don't have to say it out loud. They'll say our thoughts and prayers, and if you ask them, well, I prayed silently. Same people. They're playing a game with us, folks. Have you caught on to it yet? Have you solved this riddle? It's a game of, it's distraction. We're the cats, and they have the laser-like pointer, Casey, I'm afraid.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
A lot of it. It is.
And I say that from a stance of both sides.
Absolutely.
All
I'm with
smoke
you.
and mirrors.
I'm totally with you. Yep. What do you say to that, Josh?
At some point, the bottom-up demand will become so great, the system is forced to change. You know, it can happen two ways. We can go at war with our ego, or like Rabbi Elijah said, 200 and some years ago, the final war will last for only 12 minutes. And that was before nuclear, bombs even were thought of, really, I believe. And, 12 minutes. So how's that going to go down? We get on the same page, the whole world, like we did with COVID, except it's a positive, like spontaneous cooperation, transformative learning to the organizational and societal scales, and we just really connect. And that'll be about 12 minutes, then the beautiful fragrance will start to spread, and everybody will start laughing, and the resurrection of the dead. Hey, there's Bob Marley. What's up?
My man. Josh, thank you very much. I looked at the clock just to make sure it wasn't 4:20. I know there's a day. Hey, Josh, I love you. Thank you for the phone call. My man.
So, societal scale, and we just really connect. And that'll be about 12 minutes, then the beautiful fragrance will start to spread, and everybody will start laughing, and the resurrection of the dead. Hey, there's Bob Marley. What's up?
My man. Josh, thank you very much. I looked at the clock just to make sure it went off. I mean, why'd they slam the brakes on right in front of that book depository? How did that magic bullet wind up on that cot in pristine condition?
Right.
Why did they bury the evidence for 75 years? People generally don't hide things just because hey, look, there's no reason to hide this. Let's do it anyway. That way, that'll give the public a lot of confidence that what we're doing is above board, above table. Why would you do that unless you had something to hide?
Well, you also know that, it's every president has had the option.
I don't think so.
To release.
I don't think so.
Trump and Biden both.
No.
and Obama.
I know in
But I'm saying
name they do. Yes, you're right about that.
They've had that option. We lean a little bit because there's so much information in some of that.
The 2020's perfect vision dot
On the actual day, but because of all the intelligence.
org. The event.
And we don't demand. Look, we're supposed to be the government. We the people. Why are you hiding the stinking papers? I mean,
They don't read, man.
if a cop walked in here and you just started hiding stuff, what do you think the cop's gonna do? Say, well, so what if he's hiding stuff? Doesn't mean he's got anything to hide.
Right.
He may just like doing that. And I guess there are people afflicted with that. They just like to hide stuff. But I've never met one. And I don't want to hear these games that you play at home. I'm not trying to be. There's